This is the process of intramembranous ossification. In other words, the formation of the flat bones. Examples of the flat bones in the body are the hip bone, the clavicles, and the bones of the skull. Step 1. Mesenchymal cells become osteogenic cells. Osteogenic cells are a fancy name for bone stem cells that help create all of the bone in this process. Here we see the membrane. Mesenchymal cells exist. And then, as they get older, they become the osteogenic cells. Step 2. Osteogenic cells become osteoblasts. The osteoblasts then secrete bone matrix within the membrane. Remember, the name intramembranous means within membrane. The osteoblasts start to secrete bone matrix. This is like the scaffolding needed to build the bone from. We can see that the bone matrix has been secreted inside the membrane. There's a membrane on either side, all around it. The next part of step 2 is calcification. Calcification is when our bone matrix becomes more calcified. In other words, it starts to harden. This is like building more scaffolding or adding more concrete onto our original set of scaffolding. The areas that had the bone matrix deposited become calcified. Next, the trapped osteoblasts mature into osteocytes. Step 3. Blood vessels enter the ossified area, resulting in the formation of spongy bone. Spongy bone is filled with red bone marrow. That's the squishy stuff. In other words, that's the organic matrix of the system. After the blood vessels enter the calcified area, then we see the formation of the spongy bone. Step 4. The outer layer is reorganized into compact bone, resulting in the sandwich-like arrangement that we see in flat bone. So we start out with everything calcified, and then the blood vessels carve out that red bone marrow, and then the outer layer is reorganized to become compact bone. Compact bone on the outside, spongy bone on the inside. The end.